Good morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Now, to all of you who hoped that I had a good time at the barbecue, yeah, it was nice. I wasn't there very long, maybe only a couple hours. Yeah, ate too much. So I don't know what we're gonna do when it comes to the actual pizza time. I've been trying to decide, do I eat the whole thing, which I've already cut in half, or do I cut the half in half and just have just a little tiny bit? Anyway, now I was noticing that my watch here did not get the signal. Let's see, can you see it? Oh yeah, it did not get the signal for the to set itself last night at midnight, or whenever it does it. Usually it's around 4 minutes after midnight is when it sets itself. No, this clock did, and you probably can't see it from way back where you are, but there's a little symbol right there, and when that's on, it means that the clock got its signal last night. So my watch is almost a second ahead. My whole day is going to be spoiled now. Okay, I was wondering, do these pipettes, are they, you might say, impervious to acetone? Hey, I remembered the name, and I didn't have to turn around and look at the tin. Okay, the reason being is at least 2 viewers mentioned that I have the railing, the small railing on the left side, the wrong way around. Now there's 2 things I can do about that to get it right. I can either, you know, snap it off and turn it around and reglue it, that's what I'm probably going to do. Or it might be easier to just stand the ship on end, and then it's the right way. Yeah. Okay, enough foolishness here. Let's see, did I set everything right here? Oh yeah, for a minute there I thought I forgot to adjust the camera. This is going to be one of those days, I can tell. Okay, what do we got here? 14.2 degrees. Okay, now let's try something here. I want to keep everybody happy, at least once. Okay, hey Google, what is 14.3 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Okay, it's only 57.74 degrees. For that 1% of the world that does not conform. Morning, Dave. Okay, hey, by the way, those of you who have ever seen Train Man Dave's channel, he's one smart guy. I'll tell you, he's got a machine shop that makes mine look pretty puny. Anyway, what are we doing here? We're going to sort of recompose, I think. I think I will try a test and see, you know, I'll draw some acetone into this. Acetone evaporates something fierce, so I'm going to have to somehow plug the end of it and then just see what happens to this plastic over a period of time. I know that acetone will completely dissolve like PVC piping. You'll end up with sprue goo, literally. Yeah. So yeah, don't ever pour that stuff down your drain if you've got PVC drain pipes. I think some of them in my house are actually. So yeah, they started using them quite readily here in Canada. Oh, years ago already. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. I'm very leery about plastic piping for plumbing. At least the pressure part of it. I don't know about that. I'm sort of old-fashioned, I guess. I like the old, you know, the old copper piping with the soldered joints, and but you know, I'm old-fashioned. Anyway, okay. what are we going to talk about here now that I haven't talked about? Talked about the barbecue. I talked about the temperature. I think we're ready to put our macro lens on and see what will happen when we snap off that railing that I put on wrong yesterday. You know, I should have known something was wrong, because I was wondering, why was it shorter than all the others? It should have hit me, you know, but it didn't. Let's get our macro lens on here and recompose. Okay. Now, this was so stupid. I don't know how it is I did not notice this. No, I'm hoping it's just going to snap off. I don't know if I can get this in here. I don't accidentally snap both of them off. Maybe I'm going to have to use something a little bit different. I had hoped to use this this wooden dull that I've sharpened in my pencil sharpener, because there we go. Now, the reason I want to know about the acetone is because I might want to get the CA glue that's stuck on that railing off. Although I can see it right now; it's fallen down in the deck below, and it's not too bad. Let's see if I can get it here, and I'll show it to you. Okay, go down carefully with my tweezers here. Sort of fell in an awkward location. Okay, it's actually not too bad. Maybe I could just sort of scrape it off. That might be good enough. Okay, I'm probably going to do this off camera, but I think what I'll be doing is I'll be just sort of laying the whole thing on its side. Just put it back like that. How did I not notice that? I can't believe I did not notice that. Okay, a fair amount of time has passed here, but I got the railing back on the right way up this time. And the center railing, I broke it off and I moved it over so that the spacing was better. I got the two ladders on, and did the same thing on the other side. See if I can carefully turn this around. Alright, now this side we will not be seeing. This side does not have the railing that goes right here, like it does on this side. Now, the manual does not call for it. So, yeah. Anyway, we're only going to be seeing it from this side when it's in its case. And I'm not planning on, playing with it in the bathtub, so I'm not going to be seeing both sides. Anyway, let's move on here. Now, there are a few more pieces left to put on in step 40. And if you remember, we decided that some of the stuff we were not going to put on until after we did some of the stuff in step 41. For instance, there's going to be the module that goes on the top right here. And so that means that we can't put on these two ladders because... let's see, wait a minute, is that the one? It calls for, yeah, I don't think we can't put these on until we get this module in place. Now, there's a little triangular shaped piece right here that has to go on. Where is that thing anyway? I got it somewhere. I'm sure I didn't throw it. Oh, here it is. It's stuck on here. Alright, so we got this little triangular shaped piece that has to go on, and these pieces right here that are falling loose on me, I think we could probably put them on. Be very careful here, and let's not bend them out of shape. Okay, now they actually go like this. I guess this one here will go right there where I'm touching right now. So let's see if we can get one of those put down, and I'll do the other one on the other side off camera. So I'm going to have to recompose, obviously. Okay, now I know I have done this before, but I can't quite remember how it's going to fit. Are we going to be able to have this end go up against the splinter rail? I'm kind of hoping it will, because I wanted to use that to help. Yes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to. It'd be nice if I could, you know, apply some glue right now, but I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is I'm going to have this thing stick to the applicator. So I'm thinking if I could I'm going to just take it off again, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue, maybe on the end here. Whoops! Don't lose your grip. Don't lose your grip. Looks like there's a little. Oh. Looks like a little hair or something on the end of that. Okay, now let's see if I can just get it to get the angles just right here. No, I think it has to come a bit my way, doesn't it? Okay, that is almost perfect. Almost perfect. It's leaning in, unfortunately. Now, how can I grab hold of that? Maybe with the holder down right here. Just pull it out just a little bit right here. Okay, it's pretty good now. Okay, I'm going to let that cure, and then apply a little bit of glue right along here. I think we got this one almost perfect. It almost looks to me like this bottom rail that is curved up is not touching this part of the platform here. I might have to use CA thick and just sort of, you know, as gap filler, and then once I paint it, of course, you know, with a touch up with the 77, like both this platform and this rail I believe are the 77, so it doesn't really matter. Let's maybe see if we can get some reinforcing going on here. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably lay this on its side a little bit. It's one of those jobs that I'm probably going to do off camera. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the other one put on now. And it's almost noon. Once again, the day is really getting away on me. I think that possibly if I had this about 0.5 millimeter more this way, it might have fit better, but maybe not. Or it could be that I should have maybe bent this post down. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, I got them on both sides now. And I did use the thick as a gap filler on this side. I think once it's painted, it's going to look alright. Let's move on. Okay, I have sliced a slice off of the slice which had already been sliced. And I weighed this just a few moments ago, and it weighed exactly 90 grams the way you see it. So at 3 calories per gram, that's 270 grams or thereabouts? I mean 270 calories. Yeah. I was such a bad boy yesterday at the barbecue that I gotta be extra good today. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy this and forgot my knife and fork. Well, you know what? I didn't put it in the microwave, so that means that I can probably pick it up here and it's not gonna fall apart. In other words, it's cold. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try and bite this off here. I won't show you me biting it because it's probably going to look kind of gross. Yep, it tastes good cold. Lots of cheese there, isn't there? Maybe it's more than 3 calories per gram. Anyway, if I can limit myself to just this one piece, I'll probably be doing pretty good here. How can you tell I'm back on my diet again? Okay, let's see if we can do something else here now. You know what? We got to do the acetone test thing, don't we? So yeah, let's do that. Okay, the rest of that pizza did go back into the freezer. Yeah, I did pretty good there. I only had that one piece. Anyway, I'm reading all the disclaimers here. It says, avoid prolonged skin contact. But then it says, wear rubber gloves. Okay, well, I guess maybe that means that if I get this on my fingers and wash my fingers right away afterwards, we should be okay here. Okay, we got that loosened. Now, I also had wondered, how will it affect this rubber hose? I think this is a different type of plastic than the PVC piping. So we're going to do it like this. And just wedge this in here, nice and tight. I don't want to split this thing because I know these things do split at the seam. I've noticed. If you squeeze this part of it a whole bunch of times, and anyway, let's. I don't think cutting this hose with my good nippers is going to hurt the nippers. Alright, so we got that. I'm going to use this as a plug because what's going to happen is I'm hoping that doesn't dissolve. Anyway, let's give it a whirl here. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's try not to get a whole lot of it on the model table here. So my smartphone just said, "Hey, it must be watching me." Okay. Ooh, I did get it on the model table. Okay, now the idea of this jar, you can see it in here. It's up to here. And the idea of this jar is just in case this thing slowly does dissolve, it's going to fall down into the jar here, and hopefully this thing that I stuck on the end is going to keep it from completely disappearing on me. Okay, I'm going to go wash my hands now before this becomes prolonged. Okay, we're all washed off with soapy water here, and we'll check this out tomorrow, see what happens. I imagine this will dry. It looks like it's pretty dry already. Hey, don't touch it. I'll have to watch my hands again. Okay. What else can we do here today? I had been sort of planning on seeing if I could get my e-bike into the back of my car, but I don't know. Maybe it's getting a little bit late for that now. Okay, let's check the manual here. What else have we got to go here? I don't think there's too much that we can put on here until after I get this module dropped down. Because and we were going to wait for that because in step 42 is when we were going to have to put on, or was it 43? Yeah, in step 43 it wants us to put this other piece of railing on. And didn't we conclude that it would be easier to put that on if this piece here was loose? I'm pretty sure. We're just not getting anywhere at the moment, are we? Okay, we are way ahead in step 43 again. And this is where they want us to put this railing on. And it has to go on this bottom platform right here. And this is it. This is it. This thing right here. It's a quite big. There's the round radius part right in the center. That's right here. But everything else looks like it's just right angles basically. I think it might go okay. I'm going to give it a try here. Guess the first thing we got to do is get it off of the fret. I wonder if this would be the time to try and paint this. I wonder. You know what? I'm noticing that everything else has been used up on the next section down. So how would it be if I was to just take and cut it off? Yeah, if I was to just cut it off here. I don't think this will hurt my nipper. Is this copper or brass? And okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to think about it, because it does have to be painted, and spraying, of course, is the best way to go. Although on the other hand, I want to bend it before I paint it. So maybe that's not going to work out. Well, it was a nice thought. It was a nice thought. Now I am noticing that the rails on this piece of railing are really fragile. And what I'm going to do is, if it gives me any problems, this railing is just not going to go on. I didn't hear that one. Oh, you know what? I've already nipped these at some time in the past. I wonder why I did that. I think, you know what, I think I have a recollection of accidentally starting to remove this one and realize later it was this one that I needed. Yeah, I think that's what's happened. Okay, let's see if we can get this off without making a huge mess of it here. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Alright, now to try and figure out where the bends go. Well, I am realizing that I'm going to have to wind her up here on this rather cloudy pizza day. Now, I did record the sunrise this morning. and it was a case of the sun and the clouds were sort of battling it out to see who was going to win. And every once in a while you would think it was the sun, but generally speaking the clouds won out. Anyway, the sunrise ends up at the bird feeder, so it's a little bit different. I'm going to tack it at the end of the episode here. Probably only last 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be doing the time-lapse thing again. Yeah, if you want to watch it, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to call it quits here. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.